And if you didn't already know, and you won't know in such detail as I'm going to say here anyway, so um, even if you did, this is worth listening to um, because I understand it a bit more now and can explain more. And I found more information about the changes that were made. So this is to the Missing Persons Protocol on College of Policing website. So this is the College of Policing website. So they made changes in February before Nicola's body was recovered. So we'll go to latest changes which were made. There's many that were made on the 16th and one that was made, I think it's the 9th of February, which we'll see as well. So category, major investigation and public protection, missing persons. So the changes, contact details for UK MPU, so that's United Kingdom Missing Persons Unit, formerly Missing Persons Bureau, updated. They had it down previously as Missing Persons Bureau, and a sentence added about when to consult. Mental health services added to end of minimum action section. So let's look at that then. Minimum actions. Sentence added to regarding mental health. So I'm going to read it all. I think I read through it and I couldn't figure out what the sentence was. So let's read it together and maybe I will find it. Minimum actions will be undertaken in all missing persons cases. Further activities should be identified and actioned as necessary in some cases, based upon the circumstances and assessed risk. The minimum actions to be undertaken in all cases are the following, okay? Number one, create a record on the force command and control system and or the force missing person system. See the police role and responsibilities and positive action. Now, I'm wondering if it could be within there, and I can't remember if I looked before. So you should have done that. Number two, this is what this person should have done, who is, or what the team should have done when they realised Nicola was missing. Complete a risk assessment and use this to inform what actions will be taken and when. If risk levels change, the response should be reviewed. Okay. 3. Create and record a plan of immediate actions, which may include checking friends, relatives, etc., etc. So I'm assuming he's like ringing round. It should be agreed and documented if these actions will be undertaken by police or the reporting person. So let's say Paul had reported it, should it be him that's ringing round? Depending on the circumstances of the incident. So if they found him to be suspicious, it should be them that's ringing round, or there could be other circumstances. You know, he could be in a really emotional state and unable to do it. You know, it's not necessarily him. Whoever's reporting it in, if it was a different case, for example, a different family. Okay, what number are we up to? One, two, three, we're on 4. Set the latest time to review the risk assessment and activity. Set the latest time to review the risk assessment and activity based on the circumstances of the report. The reasoning of this time frame should be clearly documented and the informant advised. The review may take place before the latest time if new information comes to light. So we're going to review it in 24 hours or something like that. I mean, sometimes they will tell people to like basically take it upon themselves to look if there weren't any unusual circumstances, but obviously there are quite unusual circumstances with this because um, uh, Nicola's phone and dog have been found without her. Number 5, circulate the person as missing on PNC, that's a Police National Computer, and check to determine if the person may be in custody. And then, if the missing person is aged under 18, local children's services must be notified. Okay. Aha. Right. It's the note at the bottom that it is there. All persons of missing people will be subject to review. We'll go down to the note. Mental health services should be consulted if a person is thought to be suicidal or suffering from a mental health crisis to find out if the person is known to them. I don't understand the last sentence. Am I missing something? Right, read it again. Mental health services. Oh, if the person is known to mental health services. Right, got it. Yeah. So if that this person has been under mental health, as they say, like under a mental health, under the care of a mental health professional, if they've been, receiving treatment for mental health, if they've been to their GP regarding their mental health. So this has been added on the 16th, this note, to remind people to find this out. You feel like, really, that, feels like it should be something that's done, that they should think of. The problem is that there's this whole issue with police and not seeing mental health as their job, and absolutely it isn't. But um, searching for a missing person is their job. So whatever the whatever leads to it, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's normally part of your role or not. You've got to ascertain risk factors. Um, I mean, you'd want to know if they were diabetic, for example, because they wouldn't have their, did they have their medication with them? So you might not be, health isn't the police's job either, physical health isn't, but at the end of the day, it's what leads to, um, it's what leads to what is their job, and what their job is to find a missing person, is to search for a missing person. Okay, so that's that one.